Good morning, everyone. So it's been a little bit since I made some videos. I was allowing my older videos to catch up so I can um, not be so far ahead. So if I miss something, I can, produce a video closer. So this particular video is really geared for the people who have older laptops, older desktops, who every time they get a Windows update, it screws up their computer. And I've got a couple of clients who do have older computers, and every time a major Windows update goes through, the update starts to go through and it immediately goes into an automatic repair mode, and then we have to go through and do a whole bunch of stuff. It gets kind of annoying for the client and annoying for us. So here's something that you can do. I've showed this before. In your settings, under update and security, you have the option to pause your updates. And this is going to be the safer thing to do, simply because you can pause it for up to 35 days. And that will, allow those updates to go through for the rest of the world. And then what happens is if there's a problem or something, that gives time for Microsoft to fix it and update the update. And hopefully it doesn't impact your computer. And although I'm not going to recommend normal people to do this, because obviously you need those updates for security and so on and so forth. But if it becomes a major problem or you need to do this, you can actually go down here to your search box. If you don't have that one, it might be the magnifying glass, but you're going to type in services. And then you're going to open up your services. And I'm going to show you this. This is option of last resort. If you do this, then you have to remember to manually go in and turn it back on. So you're going to list up your services. You're going to scroll all the way down to the W's, and you're looking for Windows Update. There it is. By default, now I have it turned off here already, but by default it is manually triggered, and that basically, Microsoft triggers it for you. But you can go in here, and as you see, I have mine turned off for the virtual machine, because I don't need it updated as often as my primary machine. But normally it's set for manual or automatic, and that's where the updates do the thing. But you can put this on disabled, and you can also stop the service. And then the other thing you have to do is go into recovery and make sure you turn this to take no action on failure, because if you don't change this, what will happen is it says restart the service. So if it detects the services are turned off, it'll automatically turn it back on. So make sure you turn these three to take no action. Like I said, you can set this to disable. If the service is running, you can stop it, and that will stop it. You click OK, and now your Windows updates are disabled for a period of time. The operating system will eventually turn it back on, but it will be longer than 35 days. In the meantime, though, this is where you need to really kind of pay attention, to our Facebook page or other news media where they talk about, where Microsoft may have put out an emergency update or a major security update. Then you want to go in here and turn it on and get those updates to go through. Just remember, though, if you've got an older laptop or older desktop that doesn't like the updates, yeah, it's a risk. So definitely, this is option of last resort. I do have one or two clients where I've had to do this, just so their laptops and desktops will not crash every Tuesday for Patch Tuesday. So yeah, again, if you do this, and I'm telling you not to do this, but if you do this, you do have to go in, every couple of months, turn it on, install the updates, and then turn it back off. Because if you get too far out of date on security, then your computer becomes subject to being compromised, and we don't want that. We want your computers to be safe. So definitely, like I said, if you do turn off your Windows update, make sure to turn them on every once in a while, and then come back into here and then resume your updates to check to see if there is anything here. Now, like I said, if you do have it turned off and you do that, here's where it's saying that I've turned it off. So you can see the error message there if it's turned off. So yeah, and you just go into the services, you turn it back on, you restart it, and then you come back here and try and download your updates. But I've got the, like I said, that's how you turn off your Windows update. It is not a permanent fix. The Windows operating system will turn that service back on. It just will take many months for it to do that because it's constantly checking for an update. Eventually it'll figure out, hey, you turned me off, and it will turn itself back on eventually. But that option, like I said, takes months. Pausing your updates is 35 days. You should really install the updates, but like I said, if you've got one of those laptops or desktops that every time an update goes through, it immediately goes to that blue screen of death, turn it off. Again, but you're taking a risk. I want you to understand that this is a risk that you're taking. But that might be the only way to keep your computer running without it crashing all the time. And sometimes it's the only option you got. So if you found this useful, like, share, and subscribe. You know where those are up there. If you don't have a Google account, there's Facebook. There's a donation link in there. Computer problems, give us a call. We'll be glad to take care of you. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later.